let's get this going. Are we live? I don't know. We shall see momentarily. Signal strength looks good though. Let me see if I can check quickly. Yeah, we are live. Get on, Beybladers. Blade Bay X here. We are on episode 20. Episode 20 of the Beyblade X anime. Just let the adverts play. So what happened last episode? People put on bunny ears. And they chased around pro bladers, or they were chased around by pro bladers. The pro bladers were pissed that everyone had Phoenix Feather. It was like Phoenix Feather PTSD going on all over the place. So yeah, not a lot if I'm honest. I am not paying nearly enough attention to the anime during these watch-alongs, but NGL, not a lot's keeping my attention like driven to them. Myth, what is up? How's it going? Good to catch you again. How has the day been? We are just starting up episode 20 of Beyblade X. How am I sounding on your end, dude? Do I need to turn things down? Do you want to hear X in the background? Am I allowed to let you hear X in the background? Who knows? Who knows? I think we get like a notification if YouTube's about to shut me down or something, so we should be okay. We should be okay for now. Yeah, dude, how's the day been since our morning testing? I've hardly recovered myself. I've still got the Dranza combo made up here. Alright, what a Team Persona so happy about. Alright, they've progressed up high enough. Sounding all good. Appreciate it. Good, all good day. Either way, very happy. Alright, Chrome and Maltese sister. Already forgotten her name. I'm just being shown at the top of the tower. I'm assuming most people that want to watch this have watched this already. Although I know a lot of people wait for the subs, which is fair enough. It'd be nice to know a bit better what's going on, but I don't think anything's like running that deep. They're doing a little profile on Multi here with all their bays. This would be good to screenshot for some thumbnail usage, to be fair. Bird with Hell's Scythe and Hell's Chain. It's just a big advert for what bays you should be collecting if you're following the anime and you want to be like your favorite character. It's just Karatomi hustling. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, stick around. We got a little bit of unboxing to do and a little bit of and the Beyblade anecdotes from the week. I guess I want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about is the cost of stuff from Amazon Japan at the moment. It's like, I don't know, it's fluctuating weird. So yeah, I'll chat about that for sure. And yeah, also I got conned this week buying secondhand Beyblade merch. So yeah, I need to relive the horrors and get it off my chest, share it with the world so I don't feel too traumatized. Bro, there's like bolognese sauce all over my iPad screen. My kid was watching it while he was having dinner tonight, and he's just there like swinging spaghetti around his little ass. He's such a funny little turd at the moment. He's such an ass. He thinks he's so clever. God, it's hard. It's hard. Alright, what's going to happen this episode? I've actually had like 0 spoilers for this episode. I haven't seen anything about it. I don't even know if I've seen like thumbnails when I've been scrolling down YouTube of other people's reactions to this, so going in completely blind. Are we seeing manga panels at the moment? This could be a panel, I guess, from anything between chapter 4 to 6. Did you see the AI images, the AI renders of these characters I chucked up on my community post the other day? Or yesterday, I think, sorry. Oh god, they were so bad, so bad. I keep on seeing everyone throwing up there if these characters were in a like Naruto in like 90s style and stuff like that. Sorry, and I mean they look dope to be fair, but I think they're probably spending more time and probably money on their whatever AI program they're using. I don't spend too much time playing around with AI stuff, but it's nice to dip your toes in and that, just to have a play. Like if I'm getting stuff made for actual use, I'm still, when I can, I just get stuff commissioned or just try and do it myself. Or I've been really lucky, and over the years I've had some friends do some artworks for free or in trade for like martial arts lessons, stuff like that. But yeah, it's still fun to dip your toe into a little bit of sorry, I got some cookies on the way. Just God, the driver's like proper dedicated to his job here. Getting a lot of messages from him. Got a couple cookies on the way. I think Maiden's maybe giving us some pointers on what they should be working on. Specifically talking about Bird, I think, at the moment. I might be completely wrong. I'm going more on tone than understanding. Oh, GoPro's out. Making some sushi. Sushi sake training. So is this episode just going to be sushi making? Like, what sucks is it feels like there's no story, because it feels like filler, because they're not trying to make something happen here. This is not part of like some bigger, well-weaved like narrative, you know? This is just, I don't know, stuff happening. I don't know. It's not even like slice of life or anything like that. It just seems poorly paced and a bit soulless right now, to be honest, and that sucks. Like, I don't want to be saying crap about it, but alright, they got the battle going, but so far the battle animation has probably been the worst thing. The CG in this, again, it looks a bit dead and a bit still, and it always looks like it's the same clip played over and over again. No. Oof, Hell's Chain nearly extreme finished itself off an extreme dash. X is just too good. He times these things too well. Bird just doesn't keep his guard up, man. He just does not keep his guard up. He gets smashed and burst because of it. Poor Bird. Poor Bird. Maybe that will be the first time Bird gets a win The first time we see Bud get a win might be in the practice room. You never know, that might be cool. That might actually be pretty cool. Do they eat sushi between rounds? So it's like a sweet potato sushi. Looks like he was about to grab both of them. Greedy boy. Dodai. Aiden's just going around vlogging. I feel like me and Maiden have the same job at the moment. That's funny. Honestly though, it feels like absolutely nothing's happening between episodes. If you're not watching at the moment, don't worry, you're not missing out on too much. If you're waiting for the dub and stuff like that as well, I don't know, maybe what would be cool is like back in the day, like the 4Kids. I'm sure they do it with anime still, but it's been so long since I've watched anything new in dub. But like your Dragon Balls and your Yu-Gis and stuff like that, mainly because of censorship rules, but stories and dialogue were changed quite heavily, and the humor, even though it was there in both, would have been there like the sub and or the original, sorry, and everything anyway, like they just changed up it had a very different kind of atmosphere, and maybe they'll do that with Beyblade X. Maybe the dub team will be like, shit, this dialogue and this pacing sucks balls. Maybe they'll trim it up. Maybe they'll change the pacing a little bit. Maybe they'll, I don't know, change the humor up, do something to make it a little bit more engaging, because there is, for me at the moment anyway, I know I'm watching it in a different language, so I'm gonna miss parts of that, but there doesn't seem to be any drama. There's no hook, there's no like, oh, I need to find out what's happening next and stuff like that. It's mainly just watching because I enjoy Beyblade content and I want to be able to pass judgment on it. Yeah, not the strongest showing at the moment. I've been enjoying it at times. I'd like the team building stuff and everything like that. Like I've said, I've used the word meandering a lot when talking about this series, but to be honest, I've probably used it too much at this point. Like it can do something other than meander if it wants to. I know they can't. They're kind of stuck trying to do too much with the manga not being like very far ahead at the moment, you know, but that is not us as consumers' fault, you know. That was Takara Tomi's plan. So yeah, we'll see. Yo, GG. What is up, my guy? How you doing? It's been a few hours since you were last in on our Black Dranza. Where is it? There it is. Black Dranza battle stream. How's the day been, man? We're over halfway through episode 20 of Beyblade X now, and so far I ain't had much good to say about it, so I'm trying not to go on too much, but not a lot's happening. To be fair, these have been the most fun battles so far, and it's just between Team Persona just training with each other. Beyblade X Park the Bus Chronicles. Yeah, it's like about as thrilling as that, although my dad's worked as a bus driver for many years. Actually, he'll probably tell you it's quite a lot of fun parking the bus. He likes parking big vehicles, or just driving big vehicles. He used to be. What the hell is X made? Looks like a big block of gelatin. Oh, okay. It's like a rice and like sashimi layered, and it's coated in like red bean paste, I think. But yeah, my dad does that, and he used to drive. He was engineer Remy, I think Remy, uh, in the army when he was a lot younger. So he kind of got into the habit of like the habit, but part of his job was like driving tanks. And I think he discovered he liked driving like big vehicles back then. So any opportunity he could have after that, he took it. And in his later years, he started driving buses because he wanted a bit more of a chill job. And yeah, yeah, he'll tell you he has some fun parking them. Yeah, mate, gotta love the double streams. I try my best. I try my best. I'm gonna try it. See if I can make it a bit more regular. I think I was saying a little bit earlier on, but I want to see if I can make it work. At the moment, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have a like morning stream, typically something like battle testing type video, something along those lines, and then in the evening do like this, like a watch and unbox, or finally start our back 10 shoot series watch alongs. And also I need to I really want to do that Pokemon Blue Nuzlocke, man. Like, oh, I want to get it done. I know I've got some Tekken to do as well, but at the moment I'm really enjoying Tekken, just playing it with my mates. Mate, I'm only getting maybe a couple hours a week, but it's been fun. It's been fun. Still enjoying that. Alright. It's looking competitive now. Oh, it's a 3-on-3 battle royale. That's what I'm super hyped about, is the battle royale stadium. That looks dope. Oh no, it's not a battle royale. It's just a rematch. I don't know why. Why are they putting bird in every battle? Or is it like loser stays in? That'd be good. I'll need to get. First of all, I'll need to spawn someone who is enthused about playing Beyblades as me to do some battles with, and then they'll have to do like some kind of challenge like this, like a forfeit. I remember my friend Buzz. He has a Beyblade channel, sorry, a YouTube channel that he's been working on for the last, like, I think it's a little over 10 years now, if I remember right. But I can't remember if it's still called Buzz Almighty TV or if it's Buzz Lifestyle now. But type in either, like and subscribe, let him know I sent you there. But I remember he bought this game. What was it called? Bean Boozled. I think it's called Bean Boozled, and it was like a mix of like jelly beans, different colors, and like a roulette wheel type thing. And and did I miss X winning a round, or are they just letting them make the sushi now? But yeah, so basically in each one, like the green ones, say they were meant to be apple flavor, whatever. Some of them in there would randomly be like snot or vomit, like what's the Pokemon one? Harry Potter, Harry Pokemon. Ron, I choose you. Harry Pokemon, that's a good one. But in Harry Potter, sorry, I'm trying to say the Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, some kind of like play on that kind of crap. Oh, that's got a serious face. Oh, my cookies are out for delivery. But yeah, it was a quiz answering questions about him. It was unbelievably cringe when I think back about it, but to be honest, when I think about anything I do, even if it was like 5 minutes ago, I can't help but think how cringe it is. So fair play to him. He was just trying to get it done, you know. But yeah, it was an awkward video. He kind of did that thing where he hijacked us unconsensually, like, yeah, boys, we're about to make a YouTube video, and we're like, Oh wait, we thought we were just going to be playing some FIFA or something, you know? Alright, nice man. Of course, that sounds way more exciting than Beyblade X. The term park the bus is more of a term used in football. Short answer, it means nothing happening, which seems to be the case with X, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, mate. Pretty damn much. Although right now, Bird, though he cannot battle, has shown promise as a sushi maker, which might bring more benefit to the world. Chairman Toshi is very happy. Alright, just gonna. My better half has agreed to run out and get my grab order for me, so I don't have to disappear from the stream, which I very much appreciate, because I do want my cookies tonight. After we finish the stream, I think I'm gonna get some more editing time on. I got this, like, it's a pretty long video. It's gonna be probably at least half an hour editing for the motocross stuff that we filmed last weekend. A lot of footage, but I'm condensing it down. It's just working on the like interview segments, trying to condense them down so that they make sense, but also aren't too long-winded and convoluted. You know, it just really breaks the pacing in the video of, like, the vlogs when you kind of just blah 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 and just verbal, like, diarrhea for too long. Excusez-moi, just chatting to my bird. And that. Oh, Chrome and X memories. Oh wow. When you said hijacking, I instantly thought of that scene in Old School when they take everyone in broad daylight. Oh my god, that's a great little like, what would it be, montage, I guess? Like, not quite like a heist montage when they're getting the gang together. What was it? It's Master of Puppets, I think, playing in the background before Stranger Things made it cool. But yeah, I fucking love Old School. I haven't thought about that movie in a little bit, actually. That's good fun. Frank the Tank. Oh damn, that was like, there was a period of time when, like, I'd have, like, one of my mates, like, crashing over, like, pretty much every day of the week, every other day of the week or something, and we'd always be watching, like, those kinds of movies, like the Judd Apatow type movies, like Old School, Dodgeball, Anchorman. Oh my god, how many times I've watched Anchorman, like, back and forth. Like, I haven't watched it for a while, but you put it on, I'll still be able to do it, like, word for word, I guarantee. Sending the wife constant updates of my cookie's location. It's getting closer. It's just going past the shrine by our house now. It's cool. We're at, like, a new village has opened up. Great movie. Galactic. How's it going? All the old men gathering around, enjoying I guess what will probably be considered classics now, like comedy classics, like actually old school movies probably now. Alright, and that's the end of the episode. Thrilling. Alright, let's see what the previews. It's gonna give me an advert before the preview, probably. Yep. When Frank the Tank threatens the wife of the old guy, then says they'll have him by dinner. Blue. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Oh man. Yeah, that's great. And when he's singing "Dust in the Wind." Oh god, such a stupid movie. I love those movies so much. They're ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. You'd hope stuff like that gets made still. All right, it's outside now. All right. Oh, okay. X is dressed as Elvis, and everyone else is dressed as X, and Bird is going up against Unicorn Sting. Can they give him a win? I mean, it wouldn't make sense. It would not make sense. Oh well. Alright, yeah, that's the end of that then. So, I just watched Everything Must Go with the Frank the Tank, Will Ferrell. He was tanking beers in that movie too, but it was not super funny. It was not a super funny movie. Oh, bro. Perfect movies to watch before going for a night out. Nah, bro, they were what I was watching, like, before, like, crashing out. You know, when you, like, I don't know, we'd have mates crashing over and you'd fall asleep watching your DVDs. Fall asleep watching some DVDs, and you'd have, like, the menu screen playing all night while you're asleep, just waking up to it. Like, that was the kind of time we would watch those movies, to be honest. Alright. Yeah, so I'll get on with the Sphinx unboxing in a second, but I didn't know if God, like, people wanted to talk about, like, the price kind of changes with them at the moment. It's confusing. I'm gonna have a quick look because I can't remember all the numbers as it goes. But recently looking at it, so up until what would have been up until Phoenix Wing and Wyvern Gale, prices had kind of stayed the same for all orders, and they were really reasonable, to be honest. Like, really reasonable. Not even like postage wasn't outrageous or stuff. Like, it was kind of like equivalent, like the cost of the Beyblade, say it was the equivalent to about $12-13, I think it worked out to, or something. The postage would be about the same, but you could get multiple bays, like, posted for that amount. So it was quite reasonable. It was like, if you bought two, it was like paying for three kind of thing. And command fight still, scene I still bring up with mates. Don't touch the hair in the face. ¿Cómo están, bitches? Spanish language news is here. The rivers run red with Burgundy's blood. Brick killed a guy with a trident. Escalated quickly. You gotta keep your heads on a swivel when you find yourself in a vicious cockfight. Oh man, I'm proud of you guys. And then, yeah, I love that shit, bro. But yeah, man, yeah, with the costs on Amazon Japan, like, that was all well and good. Like, I was quite happy, like, paying that. It's not like it was cheap, but it was like reasonable for postage. But I've got a theory that after the success of Phoenix Wing, because I think it was probably pretty successful. Like, I felt like, I know I definitely were myself, or I definitely was myself, and have been, and still would, recommending on videos I was making that you gotta lay low for a while, change your name, maybe move town. But yeah, what was I going on about? Sorry, with the prices. Yeah, I was happy paying that, but I do feel like Phoenix Wing must have been successful because everyone was recommending it. And not just the fact that everyone was recommending it, you were seeing how well it was doing. They released it, like, it was like a pre-release event or something like it, right before, like, the G1, or the G1 was tied in with the pre-release, or like the event for it. I'm not exactly sure of the timing, but like they did that pre-sale for it. It was super hyped then, and then they sold even more afterwards. So like a lot of success on that Bey, and I think that drew out. I think that drew out the ass hats of society, trying to make hella markups on it. But for comparison, let me get up. All right, so let's have a look at boom, boom, boom. It's hard to, like, Amazon Japan's awkward to like check your orders, man. They make you jump through so many hurdles. Like, I'm just trying to go on, like, view my orders, and it's like making me go through like 3 different clicks just to find out what it was saying. But all right, so as recently as is that each? I think that was each. Yeah, so as recently as the Wyvern Gale boosters, I don't know what stuff is in USD, but I'll transfer stuff to USD on here. Okay, what? That's such a great price. Basically, up until recently, the price per unit on Wyvern Gales was the equivalent to about $9. All right, maybe a bit less on like a booster like that. And the postage, I believe, was items. Okay, so the postage was a lot on those. Actually, the postage was twice the cost of the Beyblade, so that was insane. That, so I think Wyvern Gale was when the postage went up really high. But again, so $18 about for postage. No, even more, because it was double the cost of 3 of them together. So, God, so 18, 27, yeah, about $27 just for postage. Can you get Beyblades on Rakuten? I believe so. I've got like Bai and Rakuten and stuff like that on here, but I as soon as something gets spoiled, I'm constantly checking like every site, every app I can, to see who's like putting up postings first and stuff like that. And typically every time it's been Amazon Japan, and just to make sure I get my hands on them, I'm like trying to get at least one of them, and I've been paying kind of like through my ass to like do that. But I'm just finding it interesting to compare like how it's like fluctuated and how they can kind of justify the shipping price jumping up so much. But what was very frustrating, and I think it happened with Sphinx Cowl as well. And again, Sphinx Cowl being a random booster, you know. So yeah, this is insane. So Sphinx Cowl is literally twice the cost of each Wyvern Gale booster. 2,709 yen. So that's now $18. That's $18, and you won't believe how much postage was on one single. One single booster is $45. That's crazy. That's crazy. And if memory serves, it's like that for each UX Bey, I think. Let's check. Let's have a look. Yeah, 3,000. So per Bey it's actually gone up. So the Bey is still what was that? The Bey is costing $20.50, just the Bey, and the shipping is the same again, I believe. Yeah, another $45, $46. So $65 per Beyblade for Beyblade UX. So bear in mind that's 3 different ones, and then they're also releasing the grips, the new grips. So the different grip handle colors with the accessories, the side ones and stuff like that, the different colors and all those things. And those are way overpriced, honestly, way overpriced. It's insane that they can even consider charging as much as that for them, because it's like, why would that ever be more than one of the actual Beyblades? But that's the equivalent to $19, like $19 US, just for like the new grips. But then out of nowhere, while I'm like all salty and pissed about how much I've had to like fork out to get the new UX stuff, I find, because I hadn't been able to find a listing for it beforehand, and then when it did come on, the listing for the new stadium set with the Drown Buster and the Wizard Rod recolors, every time I'd seen that was a wild fucking price. And I wanted the recolors for sure, more than anything. I wanted to get a nuclear stadium. Mine's getting pretty beaten up by this point, but like, just because I'm a sucker for the aesthetic, the orange extreme line trim looked like that looked nice. So yeah, I wanted to check that out a little bit. So I did want to get it, but it was stupid money. I can't remember what the listings were saying, but then I can't remember if it was yesterday or today. I think it might have been very early this morning. I found them listing it for the equivalent of $57. So that's 2 bays and a stadium for $57, when you could only get 1 bay for like more than that beforehand. That's like, and that's including delivery and everything. That's fucking mad, isn't it? Like, how does that make any sense? How can like they justify like trying to like play those prices then to make it even worse? Because I was going to be getting 2 of those. I didn't want to have 2 you know, I'm like, I didn't want to have 2 Drown Busters and 2 Wizard Rods and only have 1 Hell's hammer. So I had another little search around and found this one, which ended up being, in total with postage, let me just get that file, still not cheap, but it worked out to nearly $30 cheaper than the previous ones at $32. So yeah, wild. Oh, like Galactic, my bad, I zoned out ranting about Amazon then, but take it easy, dude. Thank you for leaving the stream going. You can catch up on it. We'll get that booster unboxed in a second after I finish whinging about it. Just gotta get my 2 cents in. Back in 09, Rakuten was the place to be. I got some winnings, stuff shipped in 2 days. Fastest international delivery experience I've ever had. Yeah, man. I've looked at Rakuten over the years for getting stuff like winnings, actually, like specifically winnings. But I think I talked to you about it briefly before, like the Japanese gloves, quite tight on my hands, but I did wear a friend's pair of winnings, and they actually had like enough space for my thumbs. Like, my thumbs are like fingers, like they're awkward. Myth, battle idea, Beyblades versus other cheap tops you randomly find on the market. I'm definitely going to be doing that, dude. Definitely going to be doing that. At the moment, sometimes it's just like I end up buying, when I buy like fakes and stuff, I end up buying actual like Beyblade like fakes. I need to start buying like some random just like spinning top shit. And I want to get I should do the original old school like Bey Goma spinning tops on string against Beyblade X. That would be probably, I don't know who would win. Actually. I just did a battle of hand spinning Beyblade X for the first time today, so you know, anything could happen. GG, yeah, the prices sound crazy, mate. That's why they need to pull their fingers out next time and start doing global releases. I doubt it will happen, but it should. We all deserve it, yeah. And, I mean, that's one thing about the release of Hasbro. I don't know what Hasbro is going to be charging. I think I can't remember what Metal said in his. I can't remember if he said prices in the one of his I watched, but I've seen like Zanky and stuff have done videos on it. I haven't watched them, but I think they talk about the prices or price info. I imagine it's a bit clickbaity, but if they have said the actual prices and stuff, I'm hoping that once Hasbro stuff's released, it might lower the cost of some of the TT stuff being shipped directly from Japan, because there probably just won't be as much demand from it internationally, you know. So hopefully that will bring the prices down a little bit. Myth, I've seen a video of Beyblade Burst losing to some wooden top before. Well, I mean, the wooden tops probably don't burst, so I imagine they got a lot of burst wins against them. That would be the way to do it. I think that's how, like, say, like against like a DB Bey or something like that. That's the only way like a plastic gen Bey would have a chance at winning, is probably by getting like a burst finish. Yeah, man, take it easy, Galactic. You have a good night, my dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Peace. Alright, GG. You can feed those spinning tops to Black Dranza. 100%. He is always waiting here, just looming in the background. Yeah, I think after a few questions today and stuff, I'm gonna do a little video on how I make my little Black Transit. It's nothing crazy or special, but yeah, I'm gonna get this unboxed now. I got some more anecdotes I want to talk about, but let's get to the goods. Let's get to the good stuff. I'll get some scissors. So, I mentioned it earlier. I've only ordered 2 Sphinx Cowls so far. One of them is a guaranteed Sphinx Cowl. This is not it. I think the guaranteed one will actually arrive sometime tomorrow, which is cool. So I don't know what Beyblade is inside this one. I had a look at the box earlier just to see if I could notice any tampering around the tape, and it didn't like too much, but I don't know if it'll come up on the camera at all. No, this way. But the tape on this side, right underneath where it starts, is very obvious. Like scratch, like my nail literally digs in and runs along it very easily like that. You can see where it was picked at in the corner. So I don't know if they did open it and reseal it. I got a feeling they might have done. Cheeky bastards. But we shall see. We shall see. The wooden top OG meta breaker. Have you seen those Avenger tops with a ripcord launcher before? I have. Yeah, they're super round and have pretty great stamina despite being pretty light. I have seen them. I haven't used them and I haven't seen them in action, but I've seen them at like the NT world shops and stuff like that around here. NT Toy, sorry. You can go back up there for the moment. Alright. My code and stuff can go over there. Alright, I made sure not to look at the number on the code then. What do people think? What have we come away with? Have we come away lucky from the scalpers? Or have we got one of the other bays? Now, I'm not so salty now. I mean, I am still salty about the price I paid for this, but I'm not so salty about not pulling a prize bay in this one now that I know I've got a guaranteed one coming. But I still would like to have 2 copies of the proper 980 and 2 copies of Gear Needles. So I would like to have them. Should we weigh them? I don't know what the weights are meant to be for the different parts, because like the blades are all going to be about the same, I imagine. I know I watched Stalker, and I think Luca TV's unboxing and quick battle testing videos, and they weighed all the blades and there was some discrepancies between the different colors, but none that I can remember. 33.86, I do think that's on the heavier side of what I saw them weigh in at. I think at most the ones I saw were around 33 grams for the blade. What's the ratchet? 7.39. Alright, let's see if let's see. This could be funny. Are they in here, or are they? Because I have actually made my own parts, haven't I? And we'll see if they're. We can guess the part by if it's got the correct weight. Where is my 980? Bear with me 2 seconds. Next to me, isn't it? Yep, right next to me. Of course it is. I thought about doing this before the stream and then forgot that I thought about doing this, so I'm gonna weigh my 980. My 980 comes at 6.88 and the one sealed here 7.41, so heavier than 980. What are the other ratchets we get? Where's the box? So the other ratchets we can get are 480 and 560. This could be a 480. It's a bit heavier. I think 480 is one of the heavier ratchets. Alright, so we've got a 3D printed gear needle here. Again, it's a proxy, so we don't know if it will be the same size and dimensions exactly, let alone it's not the same material, so it'd be very funny if it did weigh the same. But 1.79 grams. The one in the bag, 2.27, so a lot of weight off. Weigh the plastic wrapper separately. I will weigh the plastic, or I can just weigh the blades on their own when I pull them. So you want to know the plastic wrapper weights? So on the blade with the wrapper on, it's 33.86. Remember that in the chat, 33.86. Oh, what one do we get? What one do we get? Oh, we've gone white. We've gone with the white one. Oh, that means we get a copy of Orb. So was it 33.86? So now it's 32.55. So that is 1.31 grams for the bag. Well, I say 1.3, but 1.31. And here is our Arctic Sphinx, or Blizzard Sphinx, or Honky Ass Sphinx, Cracker Ass Sphinx, whichever one you want to call it. But it is white. Maybe we finally got something that can go with that white 380 we got with the monochrome drown sword. Takara skimping on a plastic wrapper quality. Yeah, Yeti colors. I guess that's kind of cool. That 580 is nice. Like, they could have done a bit more with the center, maybe given us like a whiter color, or maybe like a kind of blue or something that matches the headdress on our Sphinx Cowl's gear chip. But it's somewhat pearlescent, but it looks nice. Doesn't necessarily complement the white of the Bey at all, and it's a shame because the gear chip, the little spinny bit behind it, has like that kind of like glitter effect in it. That would look really nice in the center of this, even if they kept it white but just added that glitter effect to it. That would like tie the Bey in nicely. Maybe it looks good with the orb in there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Ooh, it's a very clean looking orb. This looks like a Lego plastic. Like, very, very nice. Nice Bey, nice orb there. I wonder how much mine's actually worn down in comparison to this, because like I say on every stream, I haven't used it much or tested with it much, but we've still been using it at some point every single stream, so boom. A little comparison side by side. No, it's focusing on my face. Get my head out of it. I mean, mine's not too rounded. It looks like it's maybe lost a little bit off it, but not too bad at all. not too bad at all. But now we can finally do, without using my 3D printed ones, we can do orb versus orb battles. Let's chuck the whole thing together. So altogether it is weighing, stay still, 41.09. And yeah, it's looking nice altogether. It is looking pretty nice together. But yeah, it would have been nice to get a second prize bay. How many random boosters am I opening? Just this one. This is the only one that's arrived today. So I've only, like I said, I was only managed to get my hands on 2 orders so far. This is the one from Amazon Japan that cost all the money in the flipping world, and I have a feeling was already checked to see if it was the prize bay before it was sent, because there's like scraping on the box next to one of the sides of tape, which is really frustrating. Like, that sucks pretty bad, because I know they could just check the card inside quickly. It'd be nice if TT did something about that, so we'd at least know a bit more blatantly if we were buying boosters that had already been opened and checked, because of course if they've checked, they're not selling the prize bay for the same price as the other ones. But yeah, so this is the only one we're opening up, but I think my actual Sphinx Cowl should arrive at some point tomorrow. I doubt it will come in time for my morning stream. I do want to do a stream in the morning ideally, but we shall see. If I can't get one done tomorrow, I should be around still this Friday morning, so I'll get one done then instead. But yeah, we'll definitely get some more battle streams done this week, and I think my goal is going to be by the end of this week at some point to kick off the Back 10 Shoot watch along streams, mainly because I need to go back through the series anyway for other content that I want to make. There's like an OG plastic Gen Nuzlocke that I want to do, and I want to basically I'm going to be screen capping like every episode, because I'm going to need to use like little cuts and edits from them. So yeah, I don't know if screen capping the whole series is the way to go about it, but season 1 for sure. I want to get some footage of that captured for some future projects, and also for like a podcast idea I've been hinting at with a friend of mine for a long time. We need to watch at least the first couple episodes of Beyblade, so yeah, already seen some interesting combos with Sphinx Cowl in a few videos, Rush and Taper. Now looking at it, let's just look at the blade because we know these parts already, but looking at this blade, when it was first spoiled, the image, like the artwork and stuff like that, I thought it looked strong because it's very round and it's got a few little protrusions like that aren't crazy, but you can see that it's off balance. Now feeling it here, it feels like it's not as heavily skewed, not even close to being as heavily skewed, but it's almost like an Achilles or like Dran Buster. Kind of like if this came down to just one point here, this would just be Dran Buster. It's just cut short on its little chin strap kind of position here. So yeah, I think this is going to be strong. I think this will be, I don't know about this as a defense bay. I mean, you could definitely use it like a static attacker because it's got that kind of like one side a little bit heavy, so it will get KOs from the middle with some recoil and some smash there. But I can understand why it would be popular on Taper and stuff at the moment, because I mean, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Taper, but like on Rush as well, this looks like a good balance type blade. I imagine it doesn't have the worst stamina out of X blades. It definitely won't have the best. Like, I'd be very surprised if this is like a better stamina blade than stamina blade than Hell Scythe. But yeah, I could see this working. I mean, anything works on point, right? But I could see this working on attack bits and balance bits for sure. I'm quite keen to try. pick that up. I am quite keen to try this on point, of course, but like everything, I'm quite keen to try it on low flat. That's like my starting point for every blade, is how good is it on low flat? Can this be my new low flat blade? Now I got a feeling already that it's not going to be great on low flat. I think this is going to be, I don't know. Maybe that can be tomorrow's testing. What does the Sphinx Cowl blade belong on? If I can get that organized, I think that's what we'll do. We'll see what combination of parts makes Sphinx Cowl the best blade-o. Have we already seen? Yep. Staminist. It is not the stamininiest of blades for sure. That Beyblade tried to attack you. I know, mate, and it's all on camera. I'm gonna sue it and get my money back from this scalper. They fixed it. They opened up the booster. They took my prize bay and left me with some evil Chucky spirit inhabited one. But there it is. There is our Arctic Yeti Sphinx Cowl. 580 orb. Again, I imagine that's probably not the strongest combo for it. To be honest, I imagine Gear Needle not being the strongest combo for it, because I know my testing was on a proxy, but so far I haven't seen any positive testing for Sphinx Needle. The last thing I really wanted to go on about, though, because apart from being conned by scalpers on Amazon, bros, chat, yesterday I got conned on Facebook Marketplace for the first time in one of the Beyblade groups. I was so gutted. So gutted. And there was literally no need. So Rago from MFB is in the Blade multiverse experience. I keep saying it, we need Beyblade multiverse stuff. Like, I know everyone's tired of multiverse stuff by this point, but we need a little bit of Beyblade multiverse stuff, even if they do it like Dragon Ball Heroes style. It's not canon, but it's just like, this would be fun. Although, yeah, I mean, I guess all that stuff is fan service anyway, but Dragon Ball Heroes is just like fan service, not like fan service with like Android 18 and stuff, but like just all the transformations and variants and everything we want to see of every character. But yeah, I got proper ripped off last night. Do you have 230 and Gigaflat? I'd like to see it in the X Stadium if you do. So are those MFB parts? 230 and Gigaflat, or are they like 3D printable like X parts that are available for download somewhere? Because they sound like they could be. They sound like something in that Junigatsu or someone else on there were made by now. They sound like X parts. We'll have to send that Sniper Beyblade from MFB to track those scammers down. Alright, I don't know. I'll quickly Google what those parts are, because I might have them. So 230, I'm assuming, is a track. 230. I only have, I think I've got a fake copy of 230 and Gigaflat. Ooh. No, I don't have a Gigaflat. But I'd like one, that looks awesome. I imagine it runs out of stamina in like 10 seconds, but it looks like fun. Yeah, I'll search through my bits and pieces to see what I can find. But the only times I've really played with the MFB stuff in the X Stadium so far is before MFB stuff was, before X stuff was actually released. We had like the conversion performance tips, so they could work with the Extreme line. They were pretty cool. They worked okay-ish for a little bit. They were fun. They were fun for playing with, just so you could actually see the extreme gimmick like work. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, you probably saw it. I mean, I know you did for sure, GG. I put up the post last night on the community page with all the old school like fakes. You know, you get like the really chunky plastic bits for like your dragoons and everything like that, and then you get like the massive like lead weight discs in the middle of them. They come with like a really bad launcher and the worst ripcord you could ever get. There'd be like a Dragon Winder launcher head, but like the length of like one of the short ripcords, bent to hell. But it's not like a plastic that can deal with that. It's such a cheap plastic on the ripcords. They just snap the moment you try and like pull them through, normally the first time. But a bunch of those were I'll see if I can find it on the community post quickly. But a bunch of those were up for sale, so I wanted to get some because I always try and buy like cool fakes when I see them, but also those ones were like proper nostalgic for me to see. So yeah, these guys here, these are the ones. Oops, sorry. These were the ones I shared. Now, in amongst all the ones that there were, because there were a couple other pictures and ones for sale, the ones I was trying to get were Flash Leopard 1, Warborg, Dragoon V, Seaborg 2, and like these really bad like Frostic Dranzer really like colours. Did he pull the Cowl? Lytton Flaming Gaming. I did not pull the prize Cowl. Unfortunately, all I got was the Arctic Yeti Cowl, I'm afraid. But yeah, I guess they're all technically Cowl, but I did not get the prize Cowl. I did not get the gear point and the 980 that we so desire. I still gotta make do with my homemade proxies. But yeah, so I ordered all those for him. I messaged him, sent him the pictures, circled the ones, confirmed with him. Yeah, pretty sad, man. I've been ranting about how much it costs to get that one as well. I have got a guaranteed prize bay coming, hopefully tomorrow. That was ordered a couple of days ago. So yeah, that should arrive tomorrow if it's on schedule. So I'll either film the unboxing or I'll get that in on the next testing video. No, I didn't pull the prize, dude. I didn't pull the prize. The prize bay should arrive tomorrow. But yeah, so I confirmed with the guy that these were all good and everything like that, and he was like, yeah, all available. And it seemed like just any other seller I've dealt with through these same channels. So he's like, cool, send the money across and I'll get everything posted for you. I was like, cool. Before you do you mind if, because he had some other stuff up for sale, some of the old fake lead weight discs and that. So I asked if any of those were still available, and he said no. So I was like, cool, just these other items, like this is the amount. Yep, cool, all confirmed. He sends me his details across. I send him my address. I like go in, put his details in, transfer the money, and then I send him the receipt for the transfer. And right after I send him the receipt for the transfer, his first message back to me is, what items do you want? And I'm like, what, bro? What do you mean, what items do I want? We've confirmed all this. Is what all the conversation up till this point has been about. So I just sent the images back again, replied to the messages in our current chat and stuff like that. It's like, these guys, like all of these ones. And then I didn't get anything back from him for a minute. I was like, is there a problem? What's going on, buddy? Talk to me. You just gone silent on me and stuff. And then I get a message saying like, oh, these ones aren't available anymore. Sorry, I'll send a refund. And then I was like, what? Why aren't they available now? They were available like a minute ago when we were discussing this, and I sent you the money. You're all good to go for it. So yeah, he ignored me for a while again, and then I got a notification from my Thai banking app that a deposit had been made. Opened it up, and he shorted me on the refund. I was like, what the fuck? So I took a screenshot of it and messaged him. I was like, hey dude, you didn't refund me the full amount. Why didn't you send me this much, and he just didn't reply. And then as time was going on, I just kept messaging a little bit because I was like, dude, what's going on? Like, is this like some kind of scam that you pull or something? Like, what's going on here? So I tried video calling him. No response. He just let it ring out. And then he wasn't responding to anything I sent him. So I went back to the posts he had made for the sales and just wrote out a long thing in Thai, basically saying, please advise, because everyone on these trading pages knows me. Like this last year, like I've been on them constantly, interacting with the community. So I was just like, advise, please. I sent this seller money for agreed items in this listing for like this price, blah 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 blah. And after receiving my money, they told me that the items were no longer available and that they'll refund me, but they haven't refunded me the full amount. Can anyone advise how I can get this back and why they were keeping it if you've dealt with them before? And then immediately from like all of those posts that he had up on the Facebook pages were all deleted. And then I get a message from him in the messenger chat saying, give me a minute, I'm driving. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, you were mid-conversation earlier and you were fine, so you weren't driving. When anyway, it's just all bullshit and excuses, I know that, don't worry. But yeah, so he was going on about that, saying that, give me a minute, I'm driving. I was like, okay, I'll wait. And at this point, like, I knew he wasn't going to get back to me, but a couple hours had passed. So I just messaged him like, yo, no response. And then I go back on Facebook, just checking the trading pages again, and he's got a couple new posts up in like the last like few minutes and stuff like that. So I just comment on all of them. Yo, you finished driving yet? Yo, you finished driving yet? And again, no response to any of them, no response in chat. And then today I'm just going to continue being petty with this guy. I mean, I'm not even being petty. This dude's like just flat out stolen from me. Like, but every time he puts up a post, like I saw 2 up today, I was just like, hey, can I get a refund? Hey, can you refund me my money? Or like, have you finished driving yet? Why are you ignoring me? Just stuff like that. It's a little bit, I don't know if it is petty or not, but like, it's less than 24 hours since this dude stole some money from me, so I'm like, and I think it's wild that people on like something like Facebook even bother doing that, because like your whole profile's on there. Like, I don't want to sound creepy, but like, I've got this guy on Facebook, I know where he lives, I know like he posts where he hangs out and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, like why like, why would you be stealing money when you've got all of your personal information out in there? But anyway, reportable to the site. So yeah, I have done that. I've reported it on the trading pages. So it's just Facebook, but it's like trading groups and pages they have it. There's like a ton of different ones, like not just per like generation that they trade in. Like there are ones kind of more specific to that, but some people only post in certain groups, so you kind of need to be part of all of them. So I have reported it to like admin, and I don't know what action they'll take, because at the end of the day, it's a shame, but I'm still like an outsider here to some degree. Like I'm not a Thai basically, so I'm always going to be like just on the edge. But I'm sure as well they don't want their pages to have the reputation of allowing cons to sell on them. So yeah, I'm going to keep following it up. But yeah, it sucks balls. Give me a minute, you're going to have to speak up, I'm wearing a towel. I hate that people are thinking they can pull stuff like that and get away with it. My apologies, dude. Yeah, basically this guy's pulled a fast one on me and is ignoring my follow-up. So yeah, Angelic, thanks for stopping by. How you doing? But yeah, man, like, so, and luckily we're not talking like big money here or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's for fake Beyblades. But if I can be petty about anything, it's like the principle of the fact, like, I've absolutely loved the community on these trading pages. You know, it's been like a lot of fun. Kind of like a lot of them like watch the content on the channel. You know, they let me know, they message me and stuff, and like when I'm buying from someone, they're like, hey dude, I actually watch your videos and stuff like that, and like that's super cool. Like that's super cool, like that they've like discovered like this stuff and things like that, because it's not like I'm gonna get pushed that much in Thai content because it's not a Thai speaking channel, you know. So the fact that they're checking out my videos, know who I am before I'm even going on the trading pages is like really cool. But yeah, and then douchebags like this just absolutely ruin people's experience, like just pull an absolute fast one. And I assume he's probably not doing it to everyone else. He probably just saw a farang, like a foreigner like me, in the trading page and was like, oh, this guy will never do anything about it. It's like, bro, I'll tear your fucking head off when I see you. If I'm ever just south of Chiang Mai, bro, you're getting it. I'm getting my money back. At least with the fakes, you just need new ripcords. Yeah, you could not use those ripcords. I've got some of the super stupid long ones from back in the day, still, and they're just so bad, but they are funny. I did the little Josuke Higashata dun 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 meme with one of those. Stealing the split. Sorry, I am all over the place tonight. I got a dry ass mouth. The cotton mouth has got me good. But yeah, stealing, bro. Especially when it's like pointless and petty like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, it just kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm only gonna kind of like interact with the people that I'm confident with, like, and I have an established relationship with on there now. Because, like, I don't know if I've talked about it a lot on this channel, but like with a lot of things in my life recently, I've kind of been conned pretty bad, like pretty fucking bad. It's like really affected like the last year of my life. So as soon as someone's like showing signs of trying to pull a fast one on me now, it's like, you're fucking gone, like you're done. So yeah, now he's kind of just affected business for other sellers on there, because I'm not going to be jumping at like anything that anyone I don't know already, like I don't trust already, is putting up there, you know, which is a shame because I like meeting and talking to new people on there, you know. Like I was nothing but polite and nice to this guy talking to him. So yeah, he probably took that kindness as a naivety. Yeah, swift low kick to the shins will bring senses to him. I ain't aiming for his shins if I'm eating, bro. I'm aiming in the middle of those shins and a bit higher. When stealing happens, I just think this is why we cannot have nice things. I know, right? I know. Man. And that's the thing, over here, very little crime like that. You get very little theft and stuff because the punishments for stuff like that is so severe. Like, and most people don't want to be ending up in Thai prison, you know. So this is one of those places. Typically, you can just leave shit unlocked and stuff. I'm not saying to go do that, but like while I was in the UK, I could never imagine accidentally leaving like my phone or my keys in the bike or something like that. Like you leave anything unattended for 10 seconds and it's gone, and everyone's gonna blame you for doing that. Over here, the amount of times I've popped into like a 7 or like a family or like mini C or something like that, and forgotten and left my keys in the ignition, my phone and my wallet in the open like little thing there, and they're just still there. Like I remember my cousin Jade was here on holiday, and it's not like I'm proud of this, but I parked outside the big main mall here, like Central, and we were in there for like over an hour. We got some food and stuff like that, came back because I'd been paying on my phone. My freaking wallet and the keys were still in the bike. All I had on me was my phone, so I left my wallet and my keys in there. Hadn't been touched, hadn't been moved, absolutely just left alone. Like that's one of the things I love about this country. And then that douchebag is just I don't know if anyone else gets like it. I get pretty miffed when someone does something like that to me. I ain't getting over this anytime soon. It's gonna be like just burning away until justice happens. I've noticed that different bootleg plastic Gen Bey brands use different plastics. Some have better quality ones than the others. Yeah, some of them have that kind of like soft, like bendy, like plastic to them. Some of them are just like mega brittle. You know, like it's like if you blew on them too hard, they would just like crack. Wish you all the best for future dealings. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And again, this is one bad apple. One bad apple. I'm still gonna enjoy like trading and try and find some like sweet deals and bargains and like some rare and random stuff here. You know, that's all part of the fun. That's part of the channel, really. Like it would be cool to maybe like do a video that like deep dives more into like the community that I talk to here about like how I get like my secondhand stuff from Facebook, you know, because it's a lot of fun. Like I like the little bit of bartering, haggling and stuff like that that goes on. Like I enjoy that kind of stuff, and being able to do it a little bit in Thai now like makes it even better, you know. These bootlegs have no metal on them at all, by the way. No need to worry about lead. Yeah, some of them, so the ones in the big picture that I put up, I think for the most part, most of them have like the plastic weight discs, but there were two separate ones, which were two of the ones I was trying to get. That one of them was a Warborg one, and one of them was a Flash Leopard one. No, sorry, the other two that I was trying to get was the Warborg and the Frostic one that were in like a separate picture that I didn't put up because there was like 3 pictures of stuff, and that one with all of them I thought just looked coolest for the post. But they had the where are you? At the moment. What in the hell? Ah, there it is. Whoops. They had this style Beyblade, which is like 100% lead. Like 100% lead. Like, look where it's like cracked on that bit there. Like, yeah, so these are all, those ones had like the big solid lead ones in the middle. Cheap material for modding. Yeah, that's one thing. I've got like a little pile of like Dragoon F fakes that I'm trying to think of like something fun to do with them, but I can't think of anything. Like I haven't had like a idea that I'm like, yeah, that's the one. But I've got a pile of Dragoon F fakes that I want to do something with at some point. In the past, I dealt with manufacturing companies in Asia, and I know exactly what you're saying about them trying to pull a fast one on you if you're not careful. 100%. 100%. It's like, it's almost a given here when you're doing anything, whether it's like through the government or individual agents attached to the government, that every payment you make for like a visa or something to go through some kind of bureaucracy, there's always like a under the table payment, and that changes throughout the year depending on if it's high season, low season, or just what fucking mood that government official's in that day. Like that's one of the frustrating things about being here, but at the same time it's one of those things where if you've got the time and the money to put into something, you could just make anything, you could make anything happen, like which is cool. And also you can live a little bit like a pirate here, which is nice. The community thing sounds awesome if you covered it. Yeah, man, like there's some cool people on these pages, and it's not just like that they're trading pages. Like there are pages just where they're like showing off collections or just discussing things. And one thing that's really popular here with the OG Beybladers is crush gear. So they'll post up stuff that they do of like crush gear and OG Beyblade like competitions, tournaments and stuff. Like, so yeah, I'll definitely have to do a deep dive on that at some point and kind of like go through the archives of the Facebook pages to get some like pictures and some B-roll stuff to talk about in there. But I'll definitely do it because I'd like to highlight some really cool sellers that I've dealt with as well since I've been here through like different channels. It could maybe be like a Farang's guide to buying Beyblade in Thailand. There you go. There's the title. We just need a thumbnail now. This is the thumbnail. Beyblade. As soon as you pulled out that lead weight disc, I think your viewership just dropped out of shit for it. Yeah, it did. Like cut in half or something like that. I mentioned that I had a lead Beyblade nearby. The viewers are higher than the last time I checked though. I don't know, it was weird. It like what I don't know what the actual concurrent viewers are. I've got OBS never tells me the correct number of what's going on. Most of the time I try and have like a phone or something so I can just check the stream's working on there, but like they always say different numbers, but I don't mind. Like if you're watching in the background and you're just chilling and enjoying it, then I very much appreciate you just hanging out. But you guys in the chat, keeping the lifeblood going, always appreciate you. A lot of good fun chatting with you guys. Or maybe they were higher, I just didn't see. Who knows? Money talks in all foreign countries, unfortunately, instead of honest business practices. Make a spin type crush gear setup and battle against Beyblade Burst. Oh, that could be a thing, but I could imagine that very quickly knocking out like all of the crush gear like parts. Like I don't know, there's something you could do with that. There's some kind of crossover you could do between crush gear and Beyblade for sure there. But I don't know, I'd probably want to try and get my hands on like some Bey wheels and maybe do some like racing against, like, I know crush gear's odd for racing, but maybe find some stuff like that. Like my kid's got like a remote control Mario Kart thing or something like that. Maybe race some Bey wheels against something if I can find them. That'd be sweet. Or somehow get I'll get a crush gear stadium and somehow make like a Beyblade stadium out of it. Like it just looked like a little tiny bathtub, to be fair. OBS always says 2 views for me. Yeah, I don't know, OBS is, I mean, it's been very handy since I got the PC. I don't know if there's better software I should be using for streams, but this has been pretty easy to set up, and I'm sure if I just spent a little bit of time becoming more knowledgeable in it, I could make these streams a bit sexier. But I don't know, everything in time. I've like very recently, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, upgraded like cameras, even upgrading to the PC, like lighting and stuff like that. Situation has changed a lot recently, and I've also taken on a pretty hefty like filming job, like up and like throughout, like it's going to be lasting this whole year, to be honest. So like a lot of time's been put into that, but I think I'm gonna because has anyone got any experience with Streamlabs? I looked at that for a short time when I was still having to do all my streams through my phone, but yeah, I didn't really experiment with it because on the phone I couldn't really understand how it was getting to YouTube and stuff. But yeah, that one looks like it's got some easier to use like overlays. I don't know if that's a big deal, but it'd be nice to make the stream nicer. It'd be nice to have the chat appearing on it and stuff like that. So I need to figure out these things. I'm sure they're all very basic, but yeah. Alright, those crush gear would get smashed to pieces. They are bloody fragile. Yeah, that's the only thing. I really like them, but even the battles are like, I don't know. They can just go for I know it's like Beyblade, they can go for a very long time without hitting each other, but I don't know. For me, I love crush gears. I love seeing them and everything. Like, they do everything great up until the battles most of the time. Just the pre-chosy ones, maybe, so they don't get as damaged. Yeah, that's fair. They all look pretty small, like, and to be fair, I've got quite a few of those. I've got a lot of the, like, is it like what they call like the single layer or the god layer stuff. I think that's what I've got most of. Like, I've got a big like lot of like Beyblade Burst and Metal Fight stuff, and yeah, I think it's got mainly that kind of gen of Burst in there. Showing 7 for me now. Woo! Since you put away the lead ninja star. Everyone retreated. Have you ever seen videos of that electric spinning top that lights up, plays crazy frog axle? Yeah, yes, I have seen that. ever since I've seen that. I've wanted to see a Beyblade battle. Yeah, I don't. Let's let's have a little look at something quickly. Alright, no, it's not on there. It's not on there. I had seen one of them on Shopee not too long ago, but it's not coming up. I'm typing in Crazy Frog spinning top and it's coming up with like a fake longinus and stuff like that instead. But yeah, the Crazy Frog spinning top, I have seen it. I can't even find good images of it, but yeah, I'm gonna try and find it. Nah, don't put the chat on screen. I don't want my stupid comments on there. Nah, man, there's no stupid comments. It's all good fun. It's all good fun. But yeah, maybe some graphics, maybe something going on. I'd like it. I changed the setup slightly for the battle testing video earlier today. And now that it's the kind of like setup that it is, I might be able to do a little bit more with the computer, because where it was before was like over that way in the room and I was way too far away. Like all the lighting and camera stuff was between me and the computer, which wasn't ideal. So I changed that around today and it felt a lot better. I quite liked the setup today, so hopefully I'll be able to do a bit more. That I might be able to access like a second camera, maybe for like a wide shot, so you can see my super sweet launching stances and all my terrible posture in between when I'm staring at the battles. I'm not sure I want you guys to see me actually when I'm doing battles. I've tried typing Crazy Frog Beyblade instead. Good idea. Yeah, there's videos for Crazy Frog top I'm finding. But yeah, I'm just finding the... Oh! They baited me in with a picture on Google. There's a Google ad for Crazy Frog and it's people holding it, but you click on the link and it opens up my Lazada app and it goes straight to these fishing lures instead. Apparently there is a Korean Elsa spinning top toy. So yeah, I guess the new side quest is to find some ridiculous spinning tops to battle with Beyblades. All the nice tall boys. They will be very tall boys. All these stupid ones, like I saw Pokemon ones recently, and they look very tall. Actually, I think that was a video of Sankey's. I've actually seen he tested those or battled some of those Pokemon ones. But yeah, I will want to do that at some point. But if TT keep raising the price of well, not TT, but the scalpers keep raising the price of getting Beyblade X, it's going to be impossible to have a budget to get all these little niche gimmicky toys as well. Put 480 combo on it. Crazy Frog 480 high taper. It's the combo. Blade Bay X finds obscure spinning things. Find plenty of those around here. Plenty of obscure spinning things around Phuket, especially by Soi Taid. 100%. It's absolutely wild around here. Especially now. We're still in high season. We're getting towards the end of it, but there's still a month or two that it's going to be lingering around. But the fucking driving around here around high season is so dangerous and wild. What the hell has just happened? It just started going to my Nuzlocke stream. Then I thought something went wrong. But yeah, the driving here gets wild, and I feel like I'm having near-death experiences every day during high season. People like have no idea how to drive, and just nearly murdering people non-stop, nearly murdering themselves, completely oblivious to it. And yeah, like, to be fair, like, I don't want to make it all morbid on the chat, but like, there's been like months or weeks here. There was 1 month where I saw 8 people dead on the road, like, which is more death than I've ever really seen in my life. And like, and it's not all like foreigners here on holiday. A lot of, like, the majority of accidents I see are with ties, but half the time it's because they've had to avoid getting absolutely mowed down by some random, like, like typically Russian, like, just bombing it across on their bike. But yeah, man, it's pretty sad sometimes, pretty scary. I get worried about my family being on the road here, like during high season, because they have to go through like this roundabout, and apparently no one outside of England has ever learned how to use a roundabout. So like, when you get to it here, and it's all these people that have, like, even in Thailand, they're like not great at roundabouts. Like, you get there and everyone who's trying to go around this roundabout have never used one before in their life, and they just look terrified. It just makes things like sketchy. Get the new Bakugan and battle them against the plastic Gen Bays. Yeah, the new Bakugan can spin now, can't they? So they're just becoming Beyblade, like they always wanted to be, I feel. See, maybe just use the Micro Bays. Yo, one thing I was trying to get earlier today as well. I don't know if any of them are still available, but I didn't get them because I had chosen basically to go with the fake bays last night to try and get my hands on those, because there were 2 things that were posted that I was keen on. One was the fake bays that I got conned on, so no bays and less money, lose. But the other thing was the new Beyblade X, like, miniature, like, gachapon bays. They had like a few, not all of them. I think it was just Drawn Sword, Viper Tail, Night Shield, and like just multiples of like those 3. But I did want to get some of them, and they're like extremely cheap. Like, so I kind of wish I'd just gone with them to begin with. But I didn't end up getting them afterwards because I'd been spending all night and stuff dealing with this a-hole, and I was still feeling pretty salty about it, so I didn't really want to do any more trading on the on the pages. I was just being a bit of a brat. But yeah, they were selling those, so I wanted to get those so I could battle them against the plastic gen ones I've got, because I still think they're amazing that they've got like working like handles and ripcord launchers, and I'm always keeping my eye out for more of those. There have been some recent ones. There've been some like gold recolors and stuff like that. I've been like, should I get them? But I'm not going to drop the kind of money that they were asking for it on those, not yet. I need to be much further down the Bey tubing career line when this starts kind of like maybe paying for itself. If that ever happens at some point, that would be cool. But like, when there's like a proper budget coming in to make Beyblade content, it'll be a lot easier to kind of be like, oh yeah, shit, I'll just pick those up and make something on it. But yeah, I want to do those against the OG ones at some point, and then we'll see how they can handle some other niche Beyblade stuff. Do they still sell those Tiger beer singlets at the market? I bought one when I was last there. Yeah, so they have all the Tiger, Chang, Singer, like I know you guys call them singlets. We'd call them vests or wife beaters in the UK typically. But yeah, they all still sell them. I nearly bought a Chang trucker hat the other day because I was like, I haven't bought anything like super. I've got a couple like ridiculous like fake shirts and stuff like that say some stupid shit on, and like I love the fake basketball jerseys that they sell at the market. Got a couple of those, but yeah, I haven't gotten one of those trucker caps yet, so I might have to get that at some point. Yes, that's probably more fair. Yeah, I'd throw them against each other, but I don't know how they would do against the Bakugan stuff, but we'll see. Like, if I come across them I'll get my hands on it. Myth, ever tried the plastic bottle cap plus metal washers and lollipop stick combo? What, for making the launchers really fast? Are we talking about that kind of one? Where you like cut the shape of like the things into the bottle cap and like spin it that way really fast. I haven't done that for Beyblades, but I know you can make like some super like low tech, like just multiplier gears and stuff like that, and make your own string launchers. That is 100% something I would do, and I'd probably do it in some stupid dangerous way, with just shit I've got lying about. But I did actually consider, because I've been making my Black Dronza project. Did actually consider, because I couldn't find examples of good Beyblade launcher like files for 3D printing online anywhere. I haven't printed them all out and tried them all, so I can't say for certain that none of them are that great, but they don't look great from first impressions of what I normally look for when I'm looking for 3D prints. So I was starting to think maybe making like a more basic design like that with like the string launcher and maybe some multiplying gears to increase the launch strength would be pretty cool, because it's not too hard to actually make. Sorry, because I've got on the fake X launcher. It's not too hard to make this part, or to 3D print them. So I can make a ton of copies of that part, no problem. And then it's a case of just making like a grip with the necessary holes in and stuff like that and things. But I was like, it's not the same feeling. I know we never got string launchers for prep. I know we got them for HMS, and I do want to get the old school HMS string launcher, and it would kind of be along those lines of what I'm talking about making here for like back 10 shoot. But I'm just not sure. I haven't managed to convince myself that's the way to go with it. But it might be. It won't look like, if I made them, they wouldn't look the way that the Karatomi ones do. They'll probably be closer to the X string launchers, if anything, but as one piece with the grip and like the small launcher attachment on the head. It wouldn't be like a separate click on click off type thing. Do I have a PO box near me? No, I don't have one set up or anything like that. I wouldn't know where to think. I haven't thought about setting anything like that up before. Actually, you trying to send me a dead rat or something? Yo, Manianko, my guy. I start talking plastic, Jen, and you appear. Of course, that's the way it goes. How's it going, dude? Thanks for dropping by. How you doing? Bladeweight X tries to fire stage him. When I see an upcoming video in my feed with that title, I know you've made it. Yeah, man, everyone's like putting the this is stuff I just did when I was a kid, and we didn't have camera phones or anything to record it on, but we'd be putting like lighter fluid in the stadium and be like, oh no, my stadium. Never did it to mine, never did it to my stadium, but we did it in some of our friends. We convinced them to, because was it Paula? She had a Zippo lighter when we were very, very young, and so she had access to lighter fluid, and we tried chucking that in the Bay stadiums, just a homemade Beyblade. Yeah, I might just do it like low-key, just like pissing around to see if I can make something fun, but it's just the way my brain works. Like, if I make one, I'm going to try and take it to the absolute like top level I can, and just try and make like a commercial product out of it. Dragon Winders for life, bro. Don't do it. I know that's literally what stopped me from doing it. It's just like, because I want to make like a nostalgic like feeling toy. Like, I want to be able to do Dragon Winders, but at some point, if you checked out the Zeus, I think it was in the Zeus testing video. Is it over here? Where am I? Yeah, here. Happened in my Zeus video. I had to change the launcher in this grip because it was just dead. Like, the gears inside were just dead, not from me cracking them, just from sheer use. So there are a finite amount of launchers and ripcords in the world, and at some point they will all be dead. So we've either got to find a way to make exactly duplicates, or we've got to change a little bit about the way we play it. And it might be the case that a simple string launcher might be more sustainable for the future of plastic gen, you know, so we'll have to see. Nice, back from dropping girls at school. Nice, man. Yeah, I'll be doing the school run in, what's the time here now, 10, so I'll be doing the school run in about 8 hours myself, get some sleep, wake up, do the school run, come back and do some work, do some live streaming, do some working out, school run, and then just rinse and repeat, dad life. Sacrificial Tornado Stadium. Yeah, well, to be honest, now I've got a couple cheap ass stadiums that I don't mind dying, because they were like 17 baht, so like, what would that be in dollars? It'd be like 80 cents, something like that, I imagine. No, seriously, I'm sure if you made a string launcher for OG Beyblade, it would be awesome. Steel braided string launchers will last. Yeah, they probably would. But yeah, it'd be that kind of simple design of like a stick here like this, and then like some kind of pin through going to the grip attachment, and then like there'd be the larger gear at the top that you need to, and then you'd need to maybe box, so it wouldn't, maybe I'd be able to make some kind of housing for it all, but it's just not something I've played around with enough. And then the actual pin itself that rotated from being pulled by the string would need to be strong enough that it doesn't just break if someone like rips hard on it, because like I get really worried with the it's one of the reasons I don't use them so much actually. But with the Beyblade X string winders, like that sheer stop that it has with these make me worry that I'm gonna break them if I actually try and launch hard. I feel fine with the DB launchers. Like these feel like a little bit more stronger to me, and the MFB ones, like with these, I just don't think these are very fast. It doesn't matter what you do with them. Like it feels like it should only be as long as that, and then it goes that extra little bit, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't think these are particularly strong launchers. The left-right launcher, or any of the string launchers I've had for MFB stuff, actually, they don't feel that strong. But these launch the fastest, but I feel like I'm gonna break them every time I like pull the ripcord hard. Cheap Tops brands versus Beyblades on the second next battle stream. Cheap Tops brands, well, that means I have to suddenly find the time and money to go buy a bunch of cheap brands. So it'll be on a I don't know if I'll do it as a stream or as I'll do it as a VOD sometime, or possibly do it as a stream and then finally actually edit down a stream and turn it into a VOD to upload it. It's probably something I should have done by now with a bunch of my streams to maybe encourage people that only check out VODs to go check out the streams because they're fun, but or just for people that only want to watch the VODs to enjoy what we do in the streams, because a lot of people don't like watching streams. They're a bit more like loose. Like here, this is very chill. Like this is very chill. So yeah, a lot of people prefer to watch something edited down a bit more. So yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely going to be doing it, but I can't make a promise that it will be in the next couple of streams, because I'm hoping to even stream tomorrow morning. That will be Sphinx Cowl, and then if I get another stream this week, I definitely want to get another Nuzlocke one done at some point. And I've got a few other plans already for some Beyblade X streams, but I need to get some VODs made really. Like I managed to get a couple up this week, but last time when I had to go away for the weekend, it was like 14-15 days between like uploads, which is not good. That's a proper momentum killer. I just saw like my watch hour average just like plummet because I wasn't being consistent with uploads. So if I do want to make this like a monetized channel in the nearer future, if possible, then yeah, it's just I'll have to get on it with the VODs more. But I just enjoy live streaming and hanging out so much, so it's hard. It's hard. You can get plastic coated steel braided catenary wire as thin as 2 mm, so that would do the trick. That sounds pretty perfect, to be fair. Did I just hear another live stream for tomorrow? Yeah, I would like to stream morning time for me, so maybe I can actually hit the 9 a.m. GMT +7 like I planned to this morning. Hopefully there's no more power cuts, but that one will be trying to find the best Sphinx Cowl combination. So we'll try that blade on anything people want to try it on, against anything they want to try it against. So I'll do the normal thing, I'll get a few combos made up. So I'll get like a Phoenix Wing on 560 point and Hell Scythe on 960 ball, and some other meta like combos pre-made. I've got all the stock combos ready to go, and yeah, we'll see if Sphinx Cowl is what everyone is making it out to be. It's a shame though, because like this white one is a very pretty blade, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get multiples of the Sphinx Cowl stuff with how scarce it is at the moment. So it's going to be proper battered after a full testing stream. So yeah, we'll see. But at some point tomorrow my prize one should arrive, so that'll kind of make up for it. Alright, I think I am kind of out of stuff to ramble on about at the moment. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by this evening. I know it's not evening for most of you, but getting a bit later for me. I've got to render out a file to send to the boss man tonight, so that's my last little job for this evening. But I'm gonna get some rest myself, maybe have a oh shit, I've got 2 cookies waiting for me. I imagine it's 2. The wife might have had one. She is more than entitled to one. She deserves one. But recently she's been denying a nighttime cookie, so I'm getting a little bit fatter having 2 cookies a night. But thank you again everyone for stopping by. I'm gonna knock it on the head there. So tomorrow I'll get a community post up before I do it, but tomorrow I'll be battling some Sphinx Cowl if everything goes to plan. So when you see that community post go up, if you've got some combo ideas, chuck them on the post. So I've got some ideas what to make beforehand. And again, if you're not able to make the stream, if you chuck your combo on the community post, then you'll be able to watch it back later on and see if how you did. But yeah, thank you for the likes in the chat as well. That's always appreciated. I believe that stuff helps with the algorithms and stuff and helps get the videos seen. But Kapun Nakap, Sawadee Kap. Have a good evening everyone. Take it easy. Peace.